Corruption is a cancer, is a disease that deprives countries and people in countries of their rights, and also it drains countries of their economy. It misplaces the economy, and it creates problem for people in the country, deprive them of their rights. And I think if Africans fight corruption and they see that their economies are managed properly, there'll be a lot of peace because it will bless a lot more people.
Again, I'm still here on the project, building capacity around my mouth, but I got something to back it up. What do you think? Let's discuss it.
Corruption is a cancer, is a disease that deprives countries and people in countries of their rights, and also it drains countries of their economy. It misplaces the economy, and it creates problem for people in the country, deprive them of their rights. And I think if Africans fight corruption and they see that their economies are managed properly, there'll be a lot of peace because it will bless a lot more people.
L'Amérique n'a pas loupé nous. Quand il va s'y lever, il a quoi que j'ai loupé presque. L'Amérique n'a pas loupé. T'as bien de moi avec moi au Ndé. En ce moment, on va battre au moins néo. Mon temps dit est à mon mouillé. On s'en bat bien pour moi dit quoi. Abela loke yo. Kago so ajulo. Hey. Awaye. Ati oro a. Yao. Abela loke yo. Nibi to jogba yi. Nibi to number. Ma ti si mo pe yo. Manager Gigi. Ouais, t'es jamais forcé. Si tu connais, tu connais. L'animateur Choco, Nosca, Yassin de Toyebi. L'homme a tout fait pour Mivito. Aniché les deux.
Corruption is a cancer, is a disease that deprives countries and people in countries of their rights, and also it drains countries of their economy. It misplaces the economy, and it creates problem for people in the country, deprive them of their rights. And I think if Africans fight corruption and they see that their economies are managed properly, there'll be a lot of peace because it will bless a lot more people.
Good evening, folks. Samson to Liberian Public Radio. I want to thank you again for joining us this evening. Thank you very much. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing to have all of you again tuning in. We say, please share this video as much as you can. Please share this video. We'd like to have as many brothers and sisters joining us as much as possible. Thank you. Safety. Lord Jesus, we want to thank you for this wonderful, wonderful blessing years that you have put us through again. We thank you, my Lord, as you brought us through this new year. It's a wonderful year. We thank you. And we know that you have the will and you have the ability to protect us, to guide us, to bless us. We thank you. We thank you for bringing us through again. We thank you. We thank you for protecting us. We thank you for guiding us in all of these things that we do. Without you, we are nothing. Those of us that believe in you, my Lord, we know that you have the ability to move mountains. We know that. And so when we come to you, we pray to you, we say thank you for your blessing. Because of your blessing, we are here. Thank you. Thank you for giving us the strength of the mind to be able to work. Thank you. Thank you for giving, even to move our leg. It's because of you we are able to move our feet from one time to another. Thank you. Thank you, my Lord. We want to thank you for the continued blessing you're providing for the Liberian people and the country, the Republic of Liberia. My Lord, we ask you to bless the leadership of the Republic of Liberia. We ask you to bless the outgoing leadership of the Republic of Liberia. We ask you to bless the incoming leadership of the Republic of Liberia. Thank you for your blessing. As Liberian diaspora all over the world, those of us that you have given the opportunity, we are making sure that whatever we do, my Lord, that we look behind because you told us. If you don't know where you're coming from, you probably won't know where you're going. And because of that, whatever opportunities we have, we look behind. We, the Liberian diaspora, have two tables. One table here in the diaspora that we feed, and we have another table back home that we feed. Because of the opportunity that you are giving us, we will not forget, and we will always be grateful to you. And we ask you to continue to bless us. Give us these opportunities so that we will continue to put food on both tables. Thank you. Thank you, my Lord. Thank you. Thank you for the spirit of forgiveness that you're giving us. Thank you. Thank you, my Lord. Thank you of the spirit of protection on us. Thank you on our lives, on our friends' lives, on our family lives. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. My Lord, we ask that you bless the host country, the United States of America. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. We have a bunch of things here we want to discuss here tonight. So the other time I was here, I was telling you about the road issue. I told you there's a project, and I'm going to be playing the video, not for long from now. I will be playing the video. So it's a project that I'm assigned with over there in the Northeast. So there's a bridge over there on Highway 101, they call it. It leaves from San Francisco, and it goes, in fact, not San Francisco, it leaves from San Jose through San Francisco. It goes all the way to Oregon. Okay, Route 101. Okay, so in Eureka, they have the bridge, and the bridge they have is old. They want to replace it. And one of the main reasons of trying to replace that bridge is what they call sight distance, where when you're driving climbing a hill, you should be able to see. They say, according to the book, according to the design book, they say when a driver is sitting in the car as he climbing the hill, he should be able to see the top of a quarter at all times. That means as you're climbing the hill looking, if they put 25 cents here, you should be able to see the top of the 25 cents until you climb and go to the crest of the hill and go down. If you can't see the quarter of the top of the hill, if you can't see that quarter, then you don't have a good sight distance. And the reason is you have people, you're going uphill. You don't know who's crossing the road. You don't know whether there's an accident ahead of you. You don't know whether the truck in front of you can't move. You don't have a sight distance. But that doesn't mean you should, that doesn't negate the fact that you already have a speed limit, 65, 70 miles an hour. And you know how long it takes for you to stop from a 65 to 70 miles an hour speed to a complete stop? They have those calculations, but I'm not going to go through that tonight with you. So I'm on this project, and we're supposed to provide that. So today, I brought all the big shot. I had to do my presentation. So I'm pleased to announce that I stood my ground. I stood my total ground. I wasn't fooling around with them. I stood my total ground. I presented my presentation. I was doing a video on that. I wanted it to go live, but I wasn't able to connect to their system, to my system, and be able to go live. So all I did was just did a recording of it. But anyhow, I did my design, and you know, in life, and this is what I always telling you young people, if you're going to do something, do it to the best of your ability. You're not perfect. You're not perfect. But if there's certain things that you have to do, and there are certain information that are connected to whatever it is you're going to do, apply those information to the fullest. And so it is with this road business. They have AASHTO, which is the gospel for roadway design, any other engineering design that you think of, specifically civil. Okay? So in the AASHTO roadway design, they tell you if you're going to bend, if you have a vertical curve, if you have a horizontal curve, what is the requirement? Because in your horizontal curve, one of the things that is most important in your horizontal curve is the super elevation. The super elevation, let me go a little bit deeper into that. You take, when you were biking, right? Those of us that grew up in the village, you used to go and stand on top of the Buckle Hill, and you have this, how do you call it? Something, the one David used to kill Goliath. Okay, I don't know that. I feel forgetting it. But when you turn it like this, you have a rock in it, because the rock, the birds are over there, and you want to let it, you want to shoot it over there, but you can't take it and go like this. You have to go over your head, over your head, over your head. Pick up speed, momentum of the rock. It keep going, and then when it gets to a certain point that you want over there, you will release it. And when it goes, you boom, you have to time it. Because if you go like this and you release it, it goes that way. So you have to time it. When you go up and down like this, as soon as it gets to this point, you let it go. It goes, it's called that centrifugal force in science. I don't know much about that. Okay. So that's what the super elevation is about. They say, okay, the curve is a circle. Simple as that. It's just half a circle, quarter of a circle, however way you want to split it. But that's what a curve is. It's a circle. So they're saying, okay, the car is driving on the circle, going like this. Okay. So as the car drives, you want to make sure that the centrifugal force does not force the car off the road. So what you do based on the curve, there are three things for the curve, the friction between the tire and the road. All of those things are taken into consideration, and they give you what they call E, which is a super elevation rate. And you take that, they say, okay, you're going like this. What you want to bang the road. Those of you that drives and get off the highway, when you're driving, getting on the highway, you can see your car going like this. Or when you get on the highway, you see a circle. It's a super elevation effect. Okay. So on the main road, you have that. But the road itself, here in the United States, most state highway design and stuff, it go with 2%. That means crown go 2% this way, 2% that way. So that when the water get on the road, it goes out. Okay. So anyhow, I did all of those based on the design criteria for the state of California. So I did all of that, I followed it. Went to the meeting, I went to, and here's the interesting thing. Yeah. When I was doing this today, when I was doing the presentation, I was feeling bad for my country. I was feeling bad for my country. Really, really, I felt bad again today for Liberia. Okay. When I was doing the intent, they wanted me to come and do the presentation. The intent was for me to do this presentation. It's not so much of my design. They know I'm total man design. You can't put forward. I'm the best. Anybody, any of you out there want to challenge me on design? Come on, Liberian Public Radio, and let's go foot to foot, like the Freetown man would say. Don't mind me short here. Let me measure. Anybody that thinks that they know how to do roadway design more than this guy, come on, Liberian Public Radio, and challenge me. Let's take. So I'm not even concerned about the geometric aspect of the road. But what I wanted to show them, how this process, after I'm done, how are they going to construct it? And in this country, I will continue with this road business. I'm not even going to answer any question right now. So the idea was, if I'm presenting this the way I presented it today, and let me right here, let me go through here. Okay, just give me a minute. So the big wheel, they came in and they wrote something. They said, Mr. Toll, we want you to do a presentation. We want you to do a presentation. No, that's not bad. Okay, hold on, guys. Okay. So they said, we want you to do it. You can't see it here, but I have the. So they have a criteria set on my presentation. What did this big we wanted? They sent me an email. Let me see if I can go to that email. Or just hold on. Just hold on. Bear with me. Bear with me. So let me go to the email. And this email came from this guy, Jeff, who is the manager for the project. And I'm going to be presenting, they call it Eureka Slough Bridge Replacement Project. Team developed a new replacement alternative that proposes to reduce the current cost. Important to know that. So what I'm supposed to be presenting to them, I'm supposed to show, okay, I've attached a layout as well as construction scenario straight. The construction scenario process. What are some, if they're not worried about the geometric, the line, the curve, and they're not worried, they know I can do it, but they want to know if this thing goes through, how are they going to construct it? And the main thing is, up north, the people that are living north, I've done three bridges up north already. So I am quite familiar with their process. Their bicycle business, you don't play with. They got people, as we speak tonight, people riding a bike on the highway. The biker, I'm talking about motorbike, I mean bicycle. They share the same highway with the with trucks and whatever thing you can think about. But the biker, their biker business. If you don't certify biker, your project's going nowhere. So when you're providing some sort of when you're upgrading the road highway one, you have to provide facility for bike and pedestrian. So listen to this. Construct a trestle west of the existing bridge. What do they mean by that? You're listening, there are two highway, 2 lane coming this way, 2 lane going that way. So 2 lane highway, divided highway. Okay. So I'm supposed to provide. They're going to break down both of the bridges and they're going to build it. So if they say, okay, because you can't go, this is 2 lane going that way. No car coming on this side from San Francisco all the way to Eureka, 7 hours drive. 2 lane going at all times. 2 lane coming at all times. So you have a divided highway. Now the medium is a different issue, but I'm not going to touch that. So if I'm going to present the construction scenario, and the part that really got to me today as I was doing the presentation, I felt bad for my country. Not about me. I'm going to get paid. I'm not doing it for free. I'm going to get paid handsomely. Good money. I'm an engineer. Good money. I'm not going to get chicken pay. I know that. So I'm not worrying about that. But here is the thing. As presenting them, where is Jesus? Many of you will never see what I've done over there. You will not see it. I don't even live in Eureka. It's 7 hours from Sacramento. 6 hours from Sacramento. Okay? I don't live there. But I'm bound by engineering ethics to make sure, even though I don't live there, that I must do it as though I live there. The book is there. There's no question asked. So as I was going through the process today, I'm thinking to myself, hey, why did people didn't talk to me for me to help them with Ralph? You don't have to pay me for me to help you with the construction scenario for Ralph Highway. Why? I beg these people. They all turn their back. My goodness. My goodness. So anyhow, I just had a kind of feel emotional I was going through my mind today. Even the highway from Ganta to Sekapia. Yeah, a little of their construction scenario is a little bit better, but some of the places I saw, I couldn't believe it. But anyway, that's beside. So I want to do my presentation. Let me read what the thing they wanted from me, though, that I have to show to them, that I must provide to them today. And I did. They said, construct a trestle west of the existing southbound bridge. Okay, so I told you already, northbound, southbound. So, in order for them to build the new bridge, they want the new bridge to be 5 feet from the edge of the existing bridge. And that will be the new bridge. And the new bridge is about 56 feet wide. The existing bridge is about 32 feet wide. You see where I'm going with this? So I provided that. And then in order for them to build the new bridge, they're going to have to stand on something. The equipment going to stand on what they call trestle. It's a temporary structure, but it still is designed to support traffic. Even though it's temporary, but it's designed to support traffic. But you don't put too much money in it, that's for sure. Okay, so I gave them that. So I show it. They say, okay, show us. Now we have a platform now to put our equipment on. Folks, in the meantime, listen, when I'm building this platform here, okay? When I'm building the platform that is going to stay on to build a new bridge. You see what I'm going? Traffic going north, traffic still coming south. We're not interfering with traffic. You dare interfere with the people in the north, their traffic. They will shut you down. The court will shut your construction process down immediately. No two-way street around it. You must provide tooling at all times. Because yes, if you don't do that, you have to go detour. And they will not take the detour because the area we are, the detour, it's just like take you from Calcutta, then they say go to Grand Bazaar, and then come back to Montreal. Who want to take that kind of detour? So we have to come up with that kinds of plan. Traffic handling, construction scenario. So I gave them that. Then they say, okay, we got platform now. That's fine. You show us how the platform will be. Let's put a new bridge on there. Then I provided that. So, okay. So construct the new southbound bridge. The trucks, so they use it to construct the new southbound bridge. While traffic going north, traffic coming down. We're not testing anything. In Monrovia, what did they do with Ralphie Highway? They start digging both sides. So the middle is remain. And when they were digging both sides, those of you that live in Monrovia, there was no barrier to separate people that's the traffic on the live lane and the construction process. Nothing to separate them. You know what they were using? Bamboo. I told you before, I don't want to get vexed. They were using bamboo. $110 million. They were using bamboo. And nobody was questioning them. Nobody questioned them. So let me go on. So I gave them the build a new bridge now. So they said, okay, what happened now when we're done with the new bridge? So they say shift southbound traffic that were going on the old bridge. I got to put it on the new bridge now because the new bridge is done. And mind you now, when the new bridge is done, I also have to do the roadway to connect the new bridge. So that one I told you already, that's geometric, no big deal. So I provided that. So I give them shifting traffic from southbound existing to new southbound bridge. Then they say, okay, the platform you build, because you finish building the new southbound bridge now, the platform you build, move it. Then we have to take it and put it on the other side of the northbound bridge. The other side, that's the east. If this is north, this side of north, that's east. This side of north, that's west. So I take the west trestle because trestles are very expensive. They're very expensive. So I don't want to build two trestles. So we build one. When we finish, we take it. That total, we want to save money. We want to save it. Hey, I'm saving money for people in the north. The people don't even know how to eat cassava leaf. The people can't even cook palm butter. When I go over there on field visit, that's also macaroni they got for me. That macaroni business I can't have for, they are saving them money. I can't even save my own people money. That's the problem. And I'm not alone. On a very serious note, there are a lot of Liberian professionals, especially young people, when they start helping to save money for these little cities and towns in America, it can hurt them because they know they have the ability to do the same thing to save money in Liberia. But people don't listen to them. Let me go on. So I finished putting the new southbound bridge is done. We put traffic on it. Two lane coming. And not only that, I told you already, the bridge is 56 feet. Okay, let me divide that 56 feet for you. So from the edge of the bridge to the other edge, they're 56 feet. Count all. So they have from the edge of the bridge to the bottom, behind of the railing. And when you're driving on the bridge and the bridge got railing, they call it bridge railing. Okay, so it's 2 feet. That railing is 2 feet. Count now. Then from the railing, they're giving me 5. I'm giving them 5 foot shoulder. So 2 and 5. That's 7 years. Let me get my calculator. 2 and 5. That's 7. Then from this 5 foot mark, I go 12 foot for the first lane. So 7 plus 12, that's 19. Then from the 12 foot mark, I go another 12 foot for the second lane. Plus 12, that's 31. Then from there, from this 12 foot mark, I'm going 10 feet for shoulder, outside shoulder. Okay? No, inside shoulder. No, we're going north. Sorry. Coming south. Outside shoulder. 10 feet plus 10, that's 41. Then from there, from this 41 feet now, we go 12 feet. 12 feet for people to walk and the bicycle to ride their bicycle. They want it to be 12 foot. So plus 12 feet, 53. So from there now, we go 2 feet again. 2 feet. Let's see, we go 2 feet for the other side railing. Plus 2, that's 56. Then from there, the hand railing itself is 1 foot. Plus 1, I told you 56. Y'all think the total man here, you can't fool around with you. You don't know nothing. People trying to help you run your mouth over there in like, brother, with your cleaning, poo-poo. You think that poo-poo cleaning business we have? I'm telling you. But anyway, so I know this. So I removed the trestle from the west. I put it on the east. So they say, construct the east trestle of the east of the northbound bridge, 5 feet as well. So I put it up there. So they say, shift traffic to the southbound bridge. Now, here's the interesting thing. This is what these people in Liberia were not doing that were giving them problem. But I told you, the problem here on that road, if they don't remove east, here's what's going to happen. Many of us, because I'm one of them, we will be using canoe to cross that river when you cross, after you pass Tower Hill. If they don't have the capacity to build those bridges, because they want to make it 4 lane, 2 lane going, 2 lane coming. They don't have the construction capacity to construct the 2 bridges. They don't even have the construction scenario that will allow them to keep traffic and build. They don't have that. So listen to this. So what they want to do now, it's okay. I'm saying for me to get this, we got northbound road going, no car coming. The southbound bridge now, we're finished building a new southbound bridge. The car coming this way as well. Okay? We're getting ready now to build a new northbound bridge. Where will we put this new northbound bridge traffic down? Because they say we got to keep 2 at the same time. Samson told. So I said, okay, I can help you. So I took the northbound bridge. You had a southbound bridge. You had a northbound bridge. Northbound traffic, southbound traffic, northbound. So I took the northbound traffic, and I go and put it on southbound bridge. Because I finished with the new southbound bridge already. Traffic going through. So I take this northbound bridge now, pass by the bridge because I come in to destroy the bridge and we'll put a new one in there. So I put the traffic. In the meantime, I put temporary traffic crossing, they call it crossover. I'll do a crossover. But I got to connect bike up there. So there's traffic that continue here. Only place I stop is the bridge connection. But I take the traffic and put it back. As I told them. Then they said, remove the existing bridge. Yeah? The existing northbound bridge, I got to remove it now. If I remove it, if I don't do the crossover, how do I go? So we did that. They say, construct new northbound bridge. I construct that one. Traffic going in the middle, crossing like this. The other one coming. Nobody stopping anything. Samson, you see where going? The people still making their money. The trucks are still delivering goods. Samson from Town didn't stop anything. The truck from all the way to Oregon, from Washington State, coming to California to sell. Nothing stopping them. The truck from California going all the way to Oregon, doing business. It's like nothing happened. They don't even notice it. They will not even notice it. They're not losing any money. Nothing. Nothing. Because in our construction area, we're going to reduce the speed. Safety. And the speed reduction, they tell you how much, if you're going 75 miles an hour, how much speed reduction, whether you go 10% reduction, 25% reduction, depends on the traffic in that area. Man, we're here to play. But anyway, so let me go on. So I'm talking about what I did today. So I give it to them. Shift northbound traffic to the new northbound bridge. So this crossover that I have now, I shut it down. I put everybody on the right track, on the right bridge. They're going now. Remove east throttle. The throttle that helped to build it, I remove it, I pack all their stuff. Remove existing bridge. This existing bridge here that I was using for crossover. Now it's time to go. That, people, is the construction scenario for the 3 years construction ceasing. 3 years construction ceasing. I just told you that in about 10, 15 minutes. 3-year construction ceasing. Go look at Ralphie Highway, my people. And when we sit here and open our mouths, people condemn us, which is, I don't mind. That's fine with me. That's fine with me. You can say whatever you want to say. But don't bother me in front of total. What you would say that will bother me? Nothing. Okay? But go look at the highway. Go look at Ralphie Highway. They are unable to give you first of all, you're building a major highway to go through commercial district of the Republic of Liberia. And many of the people that are going to be affected, they have no saying whatsoever in the process. All these things that I'm doing, my presentation today, the community members were there and they were asking questions. And some of them are engineers that live in the corridor of the project. So they were asking questions. And the total man is able to answer. Because I'm not cutting corner for me to start speaking crown to them. I'm just saying all of these because if you don't know what you're supposed to do, ask questions. Okay? So that was my presentation that I did today. And I will show you guys the drawing here one day. So the issue then was, okay, Mr. So, thank you. So they started questioning about the safety aspect of my scenario presentation, construction scenario. So when you're doing these things, you have to protect the worker from the live traffic by barrier. Many of you have seen it when you're driving on these American street or highway and they're doing construction. You see what they call K-rail, the white concrete barrier that go along something. They call it K-rail. Okay. But the rule says where your K-rail is, the K-rail, the bottom of the K-rail is 2 feet. So it go 2 feet and then it come up to 6 inches. Okay. So where your bottom of the carrier from there, you see, these people, they're smart, but we follow them. You think we're stupid too? So when you put the carrier down, it's okay. You want worker who working in there. The carrier itself, the height of the carrier is about 3 feet 6 inches. So what do? They're saying if the car come and hit the carrier and flap it over, it's going to flap over how many? 3 feet 6 inches. So you provide a buffer zone, 3 feet 6 inches. That is where you start your actual construction process. Because if the carrier flap over and somebody in a hole, the carrier is not going to fall because you already measure the weight, the length of, not the length, but the weight of the carrier. Okay? Well, not the weight, the y direction. Let's put it out because you got X and Z, the y direction. Let's put it out. So when it flip over, it's going to sit right there. The man who working will pray to God that something will not happen to him. That's safety. The accident that happened on Ralphie Highway, they didn't have those. If they had the carrier to separate, the pedestrian would have been behind the carrier walking. And so when they see the car when it hit one carrier, people will notice it and they will run. They got nothing like that. That bamboo they're using, that bamboo will protect the people. Okay. So now let me go to the main subject matter here tonight. I'm bringing all of these things up. Not for myself. I want nothing. But I'm bringing these up for the larger conversation that I'm going to be having here tonight. Okay. So Ambassador Baka is the president, soon to be president of the Republic of Liberia. Ambassador Baka has been saying for so many times, so long, that he wants to do roles, which is good. But what good is this role, if they are not stable, if the construction process are all faulty? What good would it do for the next generation? What good would it do for even 4 or 5 years? Y'all go look at Doe community, my people. Y'all go look at Doe community. And Doe community was built about 3 years ago. Y'all go look at it now. These are poor planning. And this is what I want Liberians to understand, that these things, they're not rushing to it. When Ambassador Waka made the comment here to say, oh, I'll make sure no car gets stuck in the first 100 days. Yeah, I made some ridiculous statement. I said, but 100 days, no car will get stuck, of course. Why? It'll be dry season. And not rainy. Well, you not see car get stuck in dry season before? But on a very serious note, I know that statement, if he meant it like that, it's not possible. Because there are so many, these places that car gets stuck, the whole road from Monrovia all the way, from, let's just say Ganta all the way to Tota, that's not the entire road bad. There are certain sections of the road that are bad. I consider them to be huge pothole that needs to be fixed. Okay? And those things can be fixed. You don't fix it as though you're going to put asphalt or coal tar on it. You fix it so it will go back to where they used to be. And we can do that. Now, what main thing that I want to talk about tonight, the reason why I'm bringing this road, because that's my area. So I can't come here and talk to you about finance and lie to you that I know when I know I don't know. But I know this area, and I'm going to connect that to what I'm talking about. Because if anybody come here and try to question me, I can answer it because I know. And I'm very good at it. As simple as that. I'm not here to come. I'm not looking for fresh air. I'm not here for kumbaya. You think I hear somebody conservative, Mr. So and Amos Joy? You think I come here to look for fresh air? You're already reading who like him. I'm not here for fresh air. But I'm going to be truthful with you guys. That's the most important thing. When I'm opening my mouth in front of the camera, I must be truthful. So, from that perspective, let's go on. So, Ambassador Bakai, I made this statement. But what I want Liberians to understand, your expectation level is good. Keep it high. But have it in a way that you will understand that Ambassador Baka is a human being. The country, the challenges, I don't want to use the other word, the challenges that are in that country, they are huge. So the finance people going to attack these challenges through the financing process. And I hope they will do it sincerely. If Samson told have worked for any government or anybody and taking money that don't belong to him, you'll come after me. If I can't pay, you'll call the federal government, they will call me in. Seize anything they want to seize. But in terms of infrastructure, roads specifically, you shouldn't be expecting quota from Monreal all the way to Kipama within the next 10, 15 years. Don't let the people fool you. If they do quota from Ganta all the way to Kipama within the next 6 years, they're lying to you. The quota road is not going to last and will put you in a big mess than where you're in. Demand that these people build a decent and durable road that will last. Don't go for quantity, go for quality. It's your money. That your money, whatever they do, they're borrowing. Even though some of the people that borrow the money and eat the money, it's still in your name. They're borrowing the money based on your name, on your name that you have on the Liberian people, on behalf of the Liberian people. So that's your money. Demand that they do these things that will last. Not something just build road here and there just because they want to shine. God, you go look at Door Community Road. That's a perfect example. When President we have built our Door Community Road, but from here I was all into it because I started condemning it from day one because they started building the road in the rain. I knew that was the bad. Some of the cover. Go look at the cover now. Many of you that live in Door Community, look at the sidewalk that was concrete. They're all sand now. They're all sand. Because let's look at the makeup of concrete or cement, the way you call it. Cement is made out of sand, okay, Portland cement, and some rocks. They have to be mixed, and water, of course. They have to be mixed in proper proportion. Okay, so they have percent of water, they have percent of cement, they Portland cement, they have percent of sand, and they have percent of the rock. I don't know the percentage of the makeup. The design, the design and the mix design for it depends on the usage. Why you want to use it, how strong you want it to be, and how durable you want it to be, how long you want it. So all of those things comes into play into your mix design. So I'm not going to their mix design. But what I saw when they were building the drainage system, the open drainage system, it was raining. So they already have a concrete. Listen to me, I know many of you watching. They already have a concrete that already have a mix design. They have a specific amount of sand, specific amount of rocks, specific amount of water, specific amount of cement. But they decided they were going to pour that in the rain. The extra rain that going there is not part of the mix design. So what happened? What happened? I saw all of that, and I was saying, my people, you're doing it wrong. Because now the rain coming in, the cement, the strength of the cement even going to be wicking more. Not only that, when they're pulling the cement from the truck, the truck boom is like this here, and they're pulling, you know what that is? Separation. So by the time the cement get to where it's supposed to go, the rock separated from the sand, separated from the cement. So when they get there, they're not together. And if you watch that video, that guy was using shovel in the rain to try to remix. It's not going to work because it's done. You already have separation. You already have more water in it. So what happened? All I'm saying here, go look at some of your concrete now. They're white. What's showing now? So sand. The cement wash away the sand and rock. And what happened? The rock showing more because you did not follow the proper procedure. Let me go a little bit more. The community road that they built in Monrovia, will be inside. The people, they don't even, for some reason, they're smart, don't get me wrong. But when they do anything, they don't even think. They don't even think to say, I'm doing this here. What am I trying to achieve? All they know, okay, we'll put a road there, man. So they go and get some kind of dirt, dig up some kind of dirt. But most of the dirt they bring up when they're ready to grade and wash the place. So rock and dirt mix together. So they come, fresh dirt, they put it down and grade it. It looking good. They're not even compacting it. When people, I don't know what that is. Ignorant. No, I can't say ignorant because the people are smart. They're engineers. But they don't even compact it. They just come and grade it. So when you grade a fresh dirt, okay, they all with rock, they all stay. But when it starts raining, the dirt not only washing away, but it also settle. Go look at the mini road, community road. That's so when you're driving, because the rocks, well, water will carry right. Ain't that here before? Water can't carry right anywhere. So the rocks sit there, but the dirt wash away. The dirt wash away. So the rock now standing there. And when you're driving, your car going there, they clacker. Then you go like the pluku. And you're driving, you're there wrong, you can't even speed. Something that is so simple. And if I tell you now, right now, you will laugh. So if I was in charge of those things, what would I do? Samson told. Folks, Samson told Liberian Public Radio. I'm on it again this evening. So what would I do? Let me use this as an example. So you see this? I will use this plan here for two purposes here tonight. You see this, right? Okay. So I have 3 or 4 of them. I wish I had 3 or 4. So you line them up like this. You put one here, you put another one. With space, you can put space in between, say 6 inches. So you put them like that, and you have an angle of attack, we call it. Now, there's a serious note. The angle of attack for the rock is not the same as angle of attack for soil. It's not the same as angle of attack of cement or any other thing. And what it is when you start pulling dirt on top, when you reach to that angle, it starts sliding. It won't go up. Until it reach that angle, it will not go up. It will just go like this. Every time you feel it, it's not going up. Until you reach that angle. Every time you feel it go up, it go up, it go. But once it reach that angle, it start going like this. Because it's already reached that angle of attack. But that's a different, that's Samson too. I'm running my mouth. By the way, that's a different issue. But let's go on. So you take these, okay? I'm saying wood because wood is all over in Liberia. Okay? So you have the open 6 inches on center. What does it mean by 6 inches on center? From this center of this wood to this center of this wood, 6 inches. 6 inches on center. Okay, I'm not going to go much in that. But the thing I want to tell you is, you make a rock and you have it on a tree, another stake holding there like this. So it's about 6-7 feet high. You take those dirt that is mixed with rocks and put them in. All the rocks that are more than 6 inches in diameter will fall out. Only those that are less than 6 inches in diameter will go through. Does it make sense? Does it make sense? So what am I doing now? And y'all can cook palm butter. Boom, I knock it out of the pot. And y'all can cook palm butter, and you got sifter. You put a palm butter in, you sift it so that the yaman that you don't want to eat will not go through. It's the same thing. Only the good one will go through. It's the same thing. You're sifting the sand. They're not the same, but the dirt. So all of the 6 inches rock about that side will fall out. The good one will fall at the bottom. Then you say, okay, But the row, I don't want to have 6, I don't want to have 3 inches rack in there. So I will reduce it. Anything less than 1 inch should not go through. So you make it smaller. But you got to be careful, because if you make it too small, they will get stuck in between your product, and the whole process is going to be for nothing. So you go from 6 to 4 to 2. And those things that are going to fall that are less than 2 inches, those are the things that when you mix them with rocks and you put them on your roll and grade it, they most likely will hold together. Because the rock, those less than 2 inches rock, will fool the soil to think that they all have the same particle. Man, my people, they would think they have the same particle. So the soil going to go and gravitate towards the rock, thinking they have the same particle, and they start to bind together. And it's very difficult to shear them apart. Okay? So that is how you build these community roads that you want them to last. Those of you that are from the countryside, those days, if you watch, because I used to run on the road, put my man lapper behind, tie the lapper here. No, nothing back here. Don't worry about that. I said tie the lapper here. Tie the lapper here and take this stuff. Take the other hand, the other two, two end, hold it like that and start running. Then the air blowing inside. You know what that is? Samson airplane. You think I just began Samson? No. All of those things. So when you hold it, we used to run on the road. Run on the road. But you will run and you will not hit your foot on a big rock, because that's how the people that build that highway from Monrovia all the way to Cape Palma, that's what they use. And many of you, if you remember, on the highway, the second place you go, the whole place is clear, and it's like how do you call it? Somebody dug something somewhere. You know what they were doing? Those were the places they were going. They call it borrow pit, where they borrow the dirt. Safety, and those they want to apply on the road, they bring on the road and put it on the road. They have what they call pen. Our people call it tenant pole, but the pen, you put out a common grade. It's just like a grader, but the 4 is back, and as it goes through, it open the pen up and you put the dirt down. Not only does it also grading, but it also spread the dirt evenly. They don't do those things. This is not what they do. Now, that pen, the pen I'm talking about, okay, we call it pen, earth mover. Okay, let's put it that way. It's like a big, it has a big bike, but when they grading, it grow like this, and the dirt go into it. I will show you guys. I have all of them. I've shown them before. Everything I'm talking about, I've talked about it before. I talked about it over and over and over. They were not listening because that was not their interest. It wasn't in their interest to build something that was good for the country. President Weah and his people, it was not in their interest to build something that was good for our people. Their interest was to enrich themselves. Everything I'm saying here, I've gone through it. I will show you the video. Y'all go and look on YouTube and look for Conversation with Samson too. 2018, 2019, 2020, 2020. I've been saying that thing over, and they will not do it. Because if they want to follow that, they will have to invest. Okay. So let me go to the last one, then I will go back to Ambassador Barker, what I'm saying all Tabata here tonight. Okay. So the issue is this. Those of you that are watching, thank you very much for watching. Okay. And one of the ground that I'm talking about is not too far from Bogota. They call it, what's the name of that? Tuklobli. So Tuklobli, right before you get to Pella Village, from Totem, before you get to Pella Village, there's a place, it's still not quite forest yet, no tree, because they dug all that place up. So you will only find bush, you're not going to find tree. Okay, but that's the dirt they use, because that's why Pella Village always giving you a problem. Because Pella Village, as usually, Pella Village is below everything else. Coming from Bogota, you're coming down the hill. Coming from BI, you're coming down the hill. So Pella Village is the place all the water is supposed to meet. But what did the people did? What they did after they go use that borrow pit, get the dirt from there, and fill Pella Village up. They filled it up. But our people in their good engineering mind, they decide to clear everything by and put Pella Village Road back to where it was. So when it rain, water come in there. You got problem water on Pella Village. But let's move on. So that's how you're going to build this road. Okay? Now, another thing is, and this is what I'm saying here, everything that I'm telling you, most engineers in Liberia, they know these things. We got soil mechanic, soil engineer in Liberia who understood these things. But it's not in their interest to apply this knowledge, because then they will have to invest the money that's supposed to go in their pocket. So they act like they're not smart, but they're so smart engineer at public work, so smart, a master degree all over. But if they apply this knowledge, this common knowledge that I'm telling you, if they apply that, they won't get what they think they need to get. So they act like they don't know. They act like they don't know. They act and they give our people some crappy material. Crappy material. Okay. So let me go on. Let me use this tape one more time. This is 1/4x2. Okay. So this one, it's not that strong. See, I use a fight. So when I punch the thing, I can break it. So it's not strong. But if you use 2x, let's just say 2x2. Okay. So quite recently, there was a disturbing picture on Facebook. This very, very disturbing picture on Facebook. Young kid. After I'm talking about it, and I think about my own son, God forbid, I just feel bad. It's not like I didn't say these things, my people. I talk about it. I explained to them what they needed to do to prevent those type of accidents. They didn't listen to me. Nobody was paying attention. When they build these Nyama road, when they build them and they put the drainage open, look at you. You in Liberia, when it's ready to rain 6 months, and you have open drainage. You have an open drain type deal. What do you think will happen? All of the water that is being collected in Soniwa, everything, they go into that open drain. With all the people, baby diaper, everything. Before you look, in less than 6, it's crowded. All that settlement that is coming from the hillside, they all go in that drain. Before you look, the settlement start falling off. And you don't have money to, now people will suffer. But I will make sure that Ambassador Baka understand these things must be done. Do it now, fix it, so you don't suffer tomorrow. Fix it. That's why I used to tell people, the young people that will come in the country, because I made a mistake. When I first got here, that football business I was on. That football and yo-yo business I was on. I was not on anything, no school business. I'm on local. Well, you will not even catch me with a Liberian community organization before what to do what. I leave football, I'm on leave yo-yo and can't tell you Liberian thought. I go all over the place. Got my car, driving Rhode Island, Connecticut, New York, Philadelphia. I'm going to play football. I can't go to school for what? So they grabbed me and whipped back to Liberia. August and they begin. You're not serious. You come here, you don't go to school here. Oh, go back home. Go rest. So back. True story. So when I came back the last time, I thought to myself, now what? You're back in this country, now what? So I decided to take it serious. But when I first came here, I wasted almost 5-6 years of my life. By the time I took it serious, married with 2 kids, 2 jobs. Why should I go through all that headache? When I came the first time, somebody was there paying my school fee. I was just supposed to go on to school. No, I want football and yo. What doing with school business for what? But when I came back, things became very serious. Now I got to go to school now. But on my own time and my own money, which I don't have, I got to work 2 jobs, married with 2 kids. But determination as Liberian, that one probably I can't pass it by you. But anyway, let's go on. So I've always tell people when you come here, you're in Liberia. The top, I'm not talking about the minister then that can be stealing you. I mean Liberian young men still just get out of high school and you get a job. How much do you think that person making right now? The most, maybe $300-400. So you come in this country and people are willing to pay you $1,000 a month. And you see it, say, what? What? I was in Liberia, I couldn't even make $400. And this little job here, they're going to pay me $1,000 a month. Let me think. $1,000 a week, 4 weeks at $4,000. Oh! And you never saw $4,000 before in your life. So you got here. You say, you know what? I'm going to work. And I tell you, wrong begin. You come here, you're broke. Stay broke for another 4 to 5 years. And just with that determination as Liberian, the way we have it, 4 to 5 years, educate yourself. And then $4,000 a month that you're looking at, it will look like peanut to you after 5 years. Because when you start, when whatever position you go in, you will make more than $4,000 or $5,000 a month, truthfully. And you look at it and say, well, I did the right thing. That's why I always tell young people, when you get here, educate yourself. Don't go after the jobs. Because the pressure for you to help your brothers and sisters, your parent back home is heavy. But explain to them, give me 5 years, I will support you. But let's go on. So when I started saying it, what they did, when they built this sewer line in Monroe, when they built this sewer line, they have these steel rod, our people call it steel rod, call it rebar. They have them sticking up. About maybe 1,000 feet of them all sticking up. And most of the time around school and young people, they come running from over there, jumping over it. In this country, in most developing countries, when you finish your job and there's still rods sticking up, they call what they call rubber cap. And you have to cap each one of those steel rods that is sticking up. It's the law. If you leave one sticking up, they find they will give you will close your construction company down because you don't have the money to pay. So you go and pay 10 cents, 9 cents for each of the cap and cap those rebar. But in Liberia, as I'm saying it now, I used to say it, and I will still say it. I will have video here. I will show you guys one day. I have video here. You see this wood here? You see this 1/4 by 2? Okay. This is the rebar sticking up. This is the rebar sticking up. Can you see it? No, you can't. I want you to see something. Okay. This is a rebar. You can see my hair, of course, because I fist. So you can see this rebar sticking up. And they line up. These things, we don't have to buy much. They're in Liberia. And even if you're buying it from a wood shop, they're making money. You're investing. You are investing. You buy it from the wood shop take the money and reinvest into Liberia. That's how smart people think. They think about the future, not just for themselves. Because if look at on Spoon today, look at the people there in our Capitol building. Look at what kind of car they're riding. $75,000 car. Among Liberians, some of the Texans, they weld them together just so they can make living. Just so they can make, then you ride $75,000 car. What kind of life is that? What kind of life you think you have? Because you refuse to invest into your country. You want to invest into yourself. And because you refuse to invest into your country, your people are dying. Your people are dying right before your own eyes. And because you ride that kind of car, you don't even care to stop when you're going to work. The same street you used to walk to go to school those days, you don't even walk on the street anymore. But yet still, you're breathing the same air that people in Monterey are breathing. So what makes you think you're different? God make all of us the same. Why you can't even be sympathetic to our people? Why? Let me go back to it. So you take these rebars sticking up like this, right? So there's wood. They got some wood over there they call Wawa. I never knew where Wawa wood was until you see, I've been working in Liberia. They got some wood over there called Wawa. Okay? So they got some wood over there called Wawa. So you go and tell them, you specify. Say, I want second. So they take this wood, you take this wood, these rebar lining up, right? So you take it and put it over like this. And you don't even have to clip it because the clipping magnetism, it costs money. I understand. So you put it here, you take rubber and tie it. You move on, you take rubber and tie it. 1,000 feet of this sitting on top of rebar like this. So if anybody fall, they will break their ribs, they might break their back, but the steel rod not going to pierce them. The same thing I was saying. On Facebook some time ago, one little boy, I think he's about maybe 12, 13, 14, 15 years old, climbed up to go pick plum. He fell and the exposed rebar pierced his skull, killed him. True story. True story. Our people know what to do. They got engineers in Liberia who have the ability to do these things. But because they want things for themselves, you alone in Liberia, where people at the most, majority of the people, they'll be lucky to see $25 a day. And you're getting $50, $60 a day. And you can't invest in these things. Well, our people are suffering. President, we are, and you're wondering why the people give you only one turn. This is it. Because you brought people who knew exactly what to do, but they don't want to do it. They want money for themselves. And that's why they give it time. But let me go back to Ambassador Waka before I open the line. I don't even think people are going to call anyway. That's fine. But Freeman, good evening. Okay, that's Annie Freeman, my sister. So anyhow, let me go on. So the issue here with Ambassador Waka, who's going to be president here very shortly. Like I said, I'm not going to talk about the finance side because there are people who have the ability. I don't know much about it, and I'm not going to sit down here. I can only talk about finance when I read it, open my mouth and talk about that. But this one, when I'm talking about the engineering aspect, then I'm serious because I dare anybody to come here and come to challenge me. I will leave you in the dirt. I will eat your lunch. Anybody, because I do this thing every day. And people call me. The day I go to work, they call me and ask me a question because I study it. Man, please. But anyhow, Ambassador Waka has been saying he wants role. What type of role Ambassador Waka is talking about, my people? Let's think about it a little bit. Because Ambassador Waka is on record as saying about President Weah roles. He said, you come here, you build $50,000 road, you call it $3 million road. That's on a cut. So President, soon to be President Waka, President-elect Waka, understand these things. So he understands that the process itself is very expensive, but he wants to invest in it. And I will do whatever I can do right here from this platform to tell those who going to go to Ambassador Waka call to help him build the road that you do it right. You do it right. I will stay right here on this platform and explain like this. Yes, these things are possible and they must be done correctly. You don't have to build Kota Road from here, from Ganta all the way to I call it Harper, Maryland County. But you can build what they call chip and seal. Chip and seal, those of you that live in Pennsylvania, those of you that live in Ohio, those of you that live in the east, west, west, when you travel some of the country road, you will see the road long ahead. It's white. But as you start driving on it, it's like you're driving on rocks, which it is. But what is the process involved? So you come in. The road from Ganta all the way to Totan, you're able to grade it properly. You put a base in, proper base. You bring it up to how do you call it, finish, almost finished level with a base. When you finish, you bring it up with dirt, good dirt, and compact it correctly according to specification. Okay? When you're done, then you come in. You put in oil. Don't put in real oil. I'm real oil I'm talking about. They call it taco. Taco is an oil base mixed with some chemical and mixed with some water and things like that. But when you put it down, that's the one it binds the asphalt to the base. So when you're driving, when your car turning, you know how much force in that to turn. If the asphalt is not bind completely, correctly, the asphalt going to turn with your tire. And let me give you guys an example. Those of you that here live in the United States, in the summertime, especially Philadelphia area, there are some stop signs. When you get there, the asphalt now bump up. Because when you're going, because most of the time, and these things is not unique to Liberia. Some places here, they're just corrupt, just like in Liberia. Except if you get caught, you go into jail. Whereas in Liberia, you get caught, they praise you. That's the difference. So when you're driving, when you get to the stop sign, you got to step on your brakes. So as you step on your brakes, your tire will stop slowing down in spinning. So as long as the tire speed slow down in spinning, if the force, because now you're talking about what's stopping you, the brakes is stopping it, of course. But another thing is the friction between the asphalt and your rubber tire. So if the asphalt is not bind completely, correctly, it slide with your car. So in some of these places, when you're driving now, pay attention to it doesn't happen with concrete, mind you, when the asphalt. So when the asphalt keep going, and when you get to the stopping point, you see like a hump, just like some of those speed bumps. And that speed bump, because the asphalt has the binding process no longer good. Okay, so but that's what the taco would do. But the taco also have a mixing process. Okay, they have a mix design for that. Okay, based on what you want to use it for, and you follow the mix design. Okay, so you put that down. Now you take rock. They call it. Let me call it the construction pea gravel. Sometimes you call it 57, number 57. And they call it number 57 because it doesn't pass number 57 safe. It's a safe analysis. Number 57, don't ride with now go to the call it number 57. But in construction, you call it pea gravel. So you take pea gravel. Now, here's the interesting thing. Most states will ask you to wash your gravel. So let me say again, you say, what? To wash the gravel that you take from the creek, you got to wash them. You don't just take it and put it on. No, you wash it clean. And then they got people who will come to inspect the washed gravel. They look at it. They go through. They take sample. They take a sample in the lab and examine and make sure there's no foreign material around it. So once they pass the material test, then yes, they give you the permission. Then you are permitted now to put it on the road, on their road. If you don't come from Total, you put gravel on people, they will sue you. You got money, you broke like me, you go into jail. So you take that. when you put the taco down, the taco, when you put it down, when you're spraying it, it's like brown oil. After some time, it turns to black. So, but when you put it down, after you finish spraying, then another truck comes behind the taco spray and spread the gravel evenly. And then you have the grader that comes and spread some more based on the slope, the cross slope of the road. Okay? Like I said, I'm going to be right here. If people don't listen, they will listen by force. Because this time around, I'll be calling people names. I'm just waiting for Ambassador Barker to do the pick at the public work minister. And the public work minister, I will call their name. If they don't follow the proper procedure, I will call their name. So, folks, that is the process that I'm going to be going through from time to time. Next week, I hope to invite a mechanical engineer who, I mean, not mechanical, but electrical engineer, because recently, Captain Money Captain, or whatever captain is, he's in charge of LEC. He's been running, but this guy I'm bringing, I told him to read about it, and hopefully he will join me to explain as to what Captain Mountain or Mountain Captain, former minister, foreign minister Honor Taylor, president put us at LEC. The Liberia will be inside for a while. But anyhow, that I will start doing this engineering program from time to time. And the reason is, please, most of the people that's why they don't even want, because I have talked to some engineers. So, Mr. Toh, when I come over, the people think I want job. That's why most of the people don't even want to be bothered, because as soon as they come here, oh, that person looking for a job, man, you're not listening. That's how they classify you in Liberia, because they think you want job, and nobody should listen to you. Oh, the man want job, man. You're not listening to him. Oh, the man want job, man. Where you listening to him? Where you know you? Well, ain't kind. Instead of them to tell you, write you, send you information, say, can you lecture? Can you put up a class and show these young engineers how this thing is done? Instead of them to do that, engineer this, engineer that, engineer this. But when you go ask them questions, they have no clue. They have no clue. When I have another video here. They gave a contract, a guy to build a road. President Weah gave them a contract. I don't know why the president Weah, but he went to visit that. And the process, the construction process, is supposed to be about 6 months or so, or even a year. And in all that time, they didn't bother that there is a light pole in the middle of their construction. True story. True story. I got a video here. And when President Weah went to visit them, they brought it up. And he got confused. You've been doing it. He's thinking to himself, you've been doing it the whole time. But he asked a question. He said, and you got light pole in the way? Say, yeah, oh yeah. Mabudu said, yeah, the light pole in the way. And I bet the president, we're supposed to be dedicating the project, finish it, and let me call people to come and dance, and you'll say light pole stay in the way. How can you do that to us? Because the designer, they don't do a good job. Let me tell you another secret. I will be on these people. Because here's the thing here. I've been doing few projects in Liberia, and I know how they behave. I will be on them. I will be on them. You know what I do? You're supposed to design what they call blueprint. And the people are supposed to construct based on the blueprint. But here's your secret here. Let me bust your secret now, since they're out of the door. What they used to do, to say, hey, just put something together, man. The real design will happen when we're doing construction. How you will design when you're doing construction? How you would do? Because the design process. First, you have to have survey to tell you, to give you the topographic map of the area. And based on the topographic map contains all of the existing conditions, including the Z condition, which is the elevation, okay? And you know all these things, then you say, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to play with the ground like this, and this is what I'm going to do. But they don't do that. They say, we'll do it in construction. So they build African Development Bank. They build World Bank. They build international IMF, okay? They build them for design that they will do in construction. Many people are wicked. Yeah. How you can do this thing to us? They are wicked. They build design for design. They pay them. They have not done the design because they put some of the, you should see those community road design. Some of the curve they have on there. Taxi, you can't turn like that. You gotta go, come, go, come, go, come, go before you make the 360 if you want to turn around. You look at Dupo Road. Look at Dupo Road. You look at these little community road. Because they're designing when they're doing construction. How you would do that kind of thing? Designing process is different from construction. You do construction based on design. How you do design and do construction? You can do what they call design build. You design it, then you build it yourself. I can see that. But you say you're going to do the design during construction. But you ICE, IMF, your ICE African Development Bank, your ICE whatever bank, what other bank, you ICE them to pay you for design that you will do during construction. And then they present their design to the banks. Yes, I know, because I was there. I refused to do those things. They will go and look for some kind of design that happened 2-3 years ago and take it and say that's the design of the new project they have. And then they sell it. And people, they'll idiot buy it too and give them money. The IMF, those are the people that continue to corrupt our people. But I'm here. Say I know they are secret. I don't have to be home. I will be here. The new government, public work, you people must say 4 to 4. Public work, you people must say 4 to 4. You all know where I know. It's not about money. Oh. You better know. If you don't know anything, call me. If I don't know, I will call other people. But you know you don't know, and you know you don't know, but you refuse to know that you don't know. Samson will tell you you don't know. Folks, Samson Liberian Public Radio. That's what we do here on this radio station. We try to do our best. As I was saying, I'm going to be inviting the president of the Liberian Engineer Society, very smart guy, very, very smart. Tall, no relationship, by the way, but very smart young man. He was on my show here. I'm going to call him this weekend to see if he can make available some of his members who will be willing to chat with me, and I will be bringing these things up. And one of the things we're going to talk about is what these people used to do about the pre-finance business that is weakening the structure of Liberian construction business, the Liberian engineering business, anything that have to do with infrastructure. They want you to pre-finance. Who like you in Liberia got $1 million stacked away? Unless you've been stealing for the last 16 years. Okay? Samson told Liberian Public Radio. I'm on it this evening. I'm going to open the line. I'm not going to be here that long. But let me do small dancing. Yeah, the dance that I made at Mr. Sylvester. Let me go and dance a little bit. The dance that I made in there. Oh, man, Baka, thank you for coming to rescue us. Oh, man, Baka, you're so wonderful. Yeah. Oh, man, Baka, rescue. Oh, man, Baka, rescue. Oh, man, Baka. You see what I'm talking about? Baka is going to rescue you. Oh, man, Baka. Oh, man, Baka is going to rescue you. Samson, too. Folks, I'm going to sit down now and put a number up. If you want to call, that's fine. I'm not going to be here that long. But no, these are very serious problems. So why the financial people are going that procedure, going after people, perhaps just to know what kind of money they have, we're behind them. So let them do the talking with the financing business. I'm going to do the talking with the infrastructure. I also know how to do vertical infrastructure, by the way. It's not your role-based business. So we'll discuss all of those things. I still got some of my old notes from school. I can go back to them. So please, I'm going to sit down and put a number up. Samson to Liberian Public Radio. Thank you all for watching. We appreciate it. We appreciate all of you. Thank you. Because of you, we're here. So let me go ahead and put a number up and give me a call. Samson to Liberian Public Radio. Okay, let's put a number up. Okay, I'm connected. Give me a call. 916-533-2048. Give me a call. So I'm going to be talking to some other stuff here, but give me a call. Okay. 916-533-2048. So, okay, this is serious. So, please spare me. You ain't come to meeting, but that's something too. That now you're one of your nyama picking here, come to bring your conservative issue too. Until we're here tomorrow. By the way, give me a call, Samson to Liberian Public Radio. Give me a call. 916-533-2048. Okay. So we're here again this evening. We're on it. We're doing our best. Give me a call. Okay. So let me go on. Now, here's another thing that I'm going to be pushing here. So these, how do you call it? The pothole that I talked about earlier. Okay. While I'm here. Okay. The pothole that I talked about earlier, okay, to fix the pothole, they are not that difficult to do. So the rule says, and that's one of the things I would do. I'll put a rule when I read it here. I'll put a board up here. It's a white board, and I'll be showing you. When you're ready, this is very shameful, very shameful. So the area that you're seeing the car getting stuck in and what have you, usually because they have dug the area so much, you have a side ditch. Water getting there, they're not going out because there's no way. So in the summertime, and what I'm one of these days here, I'm going to show you. I've went through. It's just that right now I'm not weak. I better not say that I'm tired. I'm not weak about it. I will try to start the process all over. Hopefully, those who are going to be following Ambassador Bakar will be able to listen to us for God's sake. So you have behind the grader machine, the grader that had the grading blade underneath. Behind it, it has fork, like a fork, 4 of them. Okay, 4. I think no 3 here, 6 of them. So the fork, you put them down and drag, just like you're making fun. But what it does, it dig out. So you take those dirt in the summertime. You take those dirt. And if you go like maybe 2 feet or so, they're still wet. So you take them and put them in the sun, dry them. Now, here's the problem you have. And you will say, yeah. So in the summertime, the wet area, it dry. But when they dry, the car keep driving. When the car driving, the mush, the smooch, the soil that is molded together by water and truck driving through, because they're no longer holding their binding power is 0, separate. That's why you have it in viscous form. They're done. They're done. Okay. So, but they're in a viscous form now. They're liquid, but they're not plastic. They're plastic. They're not quite liquid that can flow, but they're plastic. Well, they're invested. Then from Vesco, we got plastic. But they're plastic. I'll just jump to plastic. So what happened now? In the summertime, they dry. They're dry. So when the car drive over it breaks it apart because they don't have a binding power anymore. They're not binding to anything. They're loose. So when the car drive over on the summertime, it becomes dust. So you have dust. So the area where the car is not, most of the time when it does, it goes against the wall of the cliff. I call that cliff. And they settle down. Now, if you're driving in the summertime, if you're driving the highway, look on the side of these side wall, you will find those dust over there. So when it rains, those dust come back on the road and become plastic again. And that's why when you find your car then trying to climb the hill, they can't make it. Because between the real dirt and the tire, you have the plastic mud in there. So they're not binding to anything, not to your tire, not to the ground they're on. They're floating. And so that's why you find your car sliding like that, because nothing to hold. Okay? So those of you that are listening tonight, I think you're going to enjoy it. Okay. So the fact that they are not holding anymore, right? The fact that they are not holding. So when they go out, when you're driving, you got nothing to hold your tire. But here's the thing. Then what do? In their own mind, engineering mind, they will go and cut wood or cut some leaf and put it on there. Because what they're trying to do, what they're trying to do is to strengthen the plastic soil now. They're trying to strengthen it to bring it back to solid soil. So they take the leaf and mix it. They put it down. So they're hoping that the traction, the wheel turning will mix the leaf with the plastic soil and try to bring it back to solid. So, but here's the thing. How you would take leaf and soil and hoping that they will bind together. Their property, they're not the same. The property of the leaf and the property of the soil, which they don't have anymore, they're not. So even if whatever little they are not. It's not in common. Their property, they are not in common with the property of the leaf. But yet still, you want to mix them up. So, but here's the thing here. So the soil get full the first time when you put it down. The soil get full. So somebody come to mix up with other soil. Let's whatever little string they have, they try to go to bind to that. But there's nothing. Once they realize, the other person got different property. What are you doing here? Then your leaf all mix up, nothing to hold. So even you try to fool the dirt, but the dirt is very smart for you. So you're not getting anything, nothing. You're not getting anything. So what do you get in return? You're back to square one. So what I would suggest, and I will show you here someday, these mud holes, and most of the time, if you watch the area that people say, the other part of the road is so bad. People can't even go through. People sleep there for days. Most of the time, it's at the bottom of the hill, which in design is the lowest point, where the lower point always collect water. Okay? But because the lower point just kind of like this, it gradually goes down. So if the bottom of this lower point, bottom of it start eating uphill little by little, inching. Okay. So what I suggest in the summertime, you dig out that whole area. But you don't just come and dig the whole place. You dig one side, so car will continue to use this side. You dig that side, put it in the truck, take it from there, take it somewhere, spread it, let it dry. The dust that need to, those plastic mud, a mud that was the plastic soil will turn to dust. In the process of turning that soil over, the dust will get out. And even if you try to pick it up, the dust will stay. So when you finish drying that, good soil will always bind together. Bad soil will be dust loose. Okay? So when you dry, you're not going to take that same soil and put it back on there. You dry it to a certain position. Then you go and find brand new area and you dig and you do that safe stuff that I show you to take the rocks out of it. Only the size rock that would be suitable, that would be recommended for the soil engineer. That's the one you go with. Okay. So you come and put that down. When you dig all the way to natural ground. The natural ground, and one of the good things we have over there, we have most of the places are clay. Clay are not something water can go through easily unless you break it. When they shear, when the clay shear, okay, as soon as the clay shear, water penetrate the shearing particle because they no longer hold, before they hold it together. Now when you shear, boom, there's a space in the water go through. Okay. So when the water go through, it goes underneath the shearing part, and then you mix it. It's just like when you're baking. You take flour and you put milk in it. If you put too much milk in it, the flour turns to plastic, something nutty. It just watery. You got to mix it for a complete consistency. You have to mix it well so you have dough. It's the same process. Okay? It's the same process. So when you do that, okay, after you finish digging a place, you will meet with real ground, dirt that is fresh. Then you take what you now spread out, you take it and put it down. And you will try now. My pure, yeah. You see, those of us from the countryside, now we know that the engineering process started way in total. Because when I was little, I was in one place with those of you that are from the countryside, your parents in the village, they never used to have bed. They used dirt bed. And when they finish building their village, they have a piece of stick. They fix it. And what did they do? Samson told. It's a piece of stick like this. And I know those of you from the countryside, you know what it is. They take this stick and they beat. Like one of the beast representatives, I will beat your roll. That crown, I will beat your roll. But they take this and pound the dirt. And they don't just pound the dirt though. They sprinkle the dirt with water and mix it with a proper. They know these people are soil engineers. My grandmother, they were soil engineers. They would take it and feel it. And they know exactly the consistency is there. So they take this stick and pound, pow, 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 and go all around the building. What are they doing? Think about it. So when they do that, because they brought in the dirt, so when you cut the dirt and bring it in, the particles are now all lining up. The particle is there. It's not mess. But when you mix them with water, consistency water, right amount of water, when they're beating that, when they're pounding that, they're trying to line the dirt particle to line up. I will show you guys here one day. When you see the line, the particle of dirt, it's just like stick holding together like this. So these particles are there when they pound it like this, pow, pow, they're pounding the dirt for the particle in that dirt to hold together. Okay? It's the same process. So when they finish that one, then they make a bed, dirt bed. This is just simple stuff. So let's go back on the road, and I'll soon be closing. So let's go back on the road. In the civilized world, they don't have the stick to pound. In fact, when you go to some of these videos in China, they have these steaks with the base plate, a wooden plate at the bottom, and they go like they pow, pow, pow. Go and research it on YouTube. What are they doing? It's the same thing to line the particle of the dirt. Because if the particle of the dirt is lined, it makes the dirt stronger, and it's difficult to shear. So nowadays they have the mechanical roller. They're doing the same thing. They're just lining them up. But in order for you to line them up correctly, the mechanical roller, they have a limit. They call what they call lift. So you can't take 4 foot dirt and put it down and say you're going to line them, the one in the bottom and the top, and line them up. It's not going to work. So according to calculations, according to construction procedure, you're supposed to have it in lift, they call it. You can do 6-inch lift. The most you can go 8-inch lift. If you go 12-inch, you're asking for trouble, because it will be some done, some not done. So you go with 6-inch, some done. 8-inch, some done. 12-inch, some done, some not done. So I'm just telling you now. So you put the lift down. So the roller come and roll that back and forth. They tell you how many times. Because these people have done ASTM. They have done testing. How long? How many rolling you have to do in order for that dirt to be compacted, to hold each other real well. And when they're done, then you go and test the compaction test. When you compact it to the best, they call it 95% practice. Nobody can achieve 95%. Don't let these book people lie to you. Nobody can achieve 95% practice, please. You're lucky if you get 80%. But then they have the one, what do you use? Nuclear gauge to test that. But they will not let anybody in Liberia take nuclear gauge to go test soil in Liberia. They're not going to do it. They're not going to sell you nuclear gauge. I don't know if Liberia will be allowed to have nuclear gauge for soil testing. But you have other means. Okay? You have other means to test the compaction process. Okay? And I'll show you that as well. But when you're done with those tests, the area that I just told you about, you're bringing the fresh dirt, because you already meet with dirt, clay at the bottom, no water. In fact, you won't even find water under there either, because it's dry. It's a sea clay that people can take to eat. Have you heard about potter? That's the same type of clay. Okay, so you bring it back up, keep coming up. Now, here's the water coming from here. You finish digging this place, you bring it up, and instead of having a reverse like this, you bring it up, and now you have a crown. Water coming this way, you build it up, and then when you build it, coming from here now to this place, under here, you put a pipe, because water don't change position much. And water can go uphill. So you're doing the collection process. You say, okay, water, thank you. But I know where you are now. But this is when I'm lifting my roll up. But I'm giving you permission to go under my roll. And you put pipes in there. This is where hydraulics people come in. They tell you how much water coming from that hill in the whole surrounding. The whole Kabul, the watershed area. They tell you how much water coming in there. So based on the amount of water coming in, the computer or even the calculation will tell you what size pipe will be able to safely carry that water. Because what good is your pipe if the water fall and go over your road because the pipe is too small to carry everything? So if you do your calculation correctly, you will know how much water. It might not be 100%, but at least you have an idea how much water coming in. You will find a queue. And then you select a pipe. Put a pipe in there. And you're done. You move on to the next. You're not building the whole stuff. You move on to the next. Another problem they have, Another problem they have. In the middle of the road, they have ditch. And these ditches are not straight. They go like this. They go like this. I drove on the highway. They go like this. And so when you're driving, you're trying to go on this side, then you go on this side, then you go on this side, then you go on, because you can't go straight. And most of the area where they have the ditch as the wheel well. Over the years, wheel well, your car tire keep going, they make the ditch. And another thing they do, why do they have the ditch? Because the erosion have taken effect so much that nothing there to hold the water. So those areas that are going up the hill, you grade it, but you grade positively. Up the hill, you put a crown. Most of the road right now, not only are they flat, but most of the places they're like this. And that's why you have the ditch in the middle of the road, because the water coming in here. But when you have a positive crown, you have a crown in the middle, 2% or 2.5%, and you go and you control that channel coming in. I will stay, I don't have to go to Liberia. I will stay right here. If President Waka is serious about road, they will not complain about me when I start going after the people at public work if they're not doing good. So I'm just telling you, most of you who are planning to join the public work community, we appreciate you. But I'm saying it again, if you don't know, if you don't understand, call me. If I don't know, I have other Liberian engineers that are here in the country are smarter than me. I just let them be more than all. I can contact them. They will tell you what to do. They're all willing to help. They are willing to help. Many Liberian engineers here in the diaspora, they are willing to help. But y'all got big mouth. You don't want to help. You don't want to accept help. Y'all think people want your job. So as a result, when anytime somebody brings up, hey, well, we don't need it, man. You don't need us. That's why you're suffering over there. Because people like me, I will make sure that the money that is coming in is invested for the intended purpose. I will not let you to take 5 cents. God will be watching. I know your system. I was there. I worked with you. I was there. And some of y'all know me by now. Y'all know Samson too. Y'all know me. I probably were. Y'all know me. A big man, big mouth man, when he come in, people looking through the window like that. Yeah, I can see you. While standing under the minister's office there, she up there, I can see people opening their blind. Oh, that's something to it. I said, look at people. You think I don't see you? I see you. I see you. Your God ministry of public work in front of the public work. People coming outside. We're gonna bet that the people are gonna. I will make sure you do job. You will do your job once you accept the position to work at Ministry of Public Work. I will make sure. This time, I will. I got people. I got my beginning over there. They will give me your name, and will call your name. Those of you that are in a technical area, I got all your public work material here. How you will build? They have some of them. If you look at their drainage system, the drainage system they want people to apply to follow, it's not even up to standard. I will be with you. You people must set that foot to foot. I'm on leave from here. I can't even make it. You people must say foot to foot. I'm leave from here. I say, oh, Liberia, and if you're here, no. I know the job. I'm not going to back down. I know my job. If I were coming to take your job and want your money, then I can see why you crying. Yeah, I say, oh, okay. The man, yeah, you got reason, but I want your job. I want you to do what is right. And you know what is right. I know you know what is right. Why is it that public work? Look how wicked you people are. You public work ministry. You want to stay in Monrovia and control the people in Plibo. You want to stay in Monrovia and control the people in Vanyama. You there? It rained yesterday in Vanyama. Do you understand the problem people in Vanyama facing on their road? You stay in Monrovia, you want to control everything. What kind of wickedness is that? What kind of wickedness is that? Because you're the minister of public work, you think that's how it works? No. You empower the people in Vanyama. You empower the people in Zwedru. You empower the people in Ganta, in Banga, in Maryland County, in Sino County, all over. You empower the people so they can do the work. And the area that they get stuck in, then they come to you. But because you want everything in your pocket, you want everything for yourself. You want to steal everything for yourself. So to empower the young people in Nima County, to empower the young people in Bon County, to empower the young people in Grand Gila, all over the country, to empower them to be able to do these things. When last did you have some sort of a workshop where people from all over the country will come to your workshop for you to show them something, how to manage these things in your country? When was the last time you done that? Money can you take it and put it in your pocket. You people must say 4 to 4. 4 to 4. You will do it right, or my mouth will be on your head whole day. I ain't a Sacramento. What you do to me? You want to kind of be me? You ever? Do I have to come to Montreal? I don't have to come to Montreal. I will not be disrespectful. I will not insult. Because we don't do it here. I will use the power of my brain, what I know. And I know it's supposed to be done, and you people are not doing it. And not only that, you see, one thing I love about you, you all would like to boast. Small little thing you want to show video. And I take your video and utilize it against you because I know the flaw in that video is there. I can see it. Many Liberians, those are not engineers, they don't see it. But I, as an engineer, I got an engineer eyes. I can see it. I can see it. When will we be able to have good things in our country? Go look at Abidjan. Go look at Abidjan. Nobody selling in the street like the way they do in Liberia. Go from Bushra Island, go from the bridge, and say you're coming to Loking Town. How long will it take you? People selling their thing right in the street. Right in the street. Why you can't put barrier down? Say this part the car road. You can't sell here. Then they're blaming people for that. You people want to sell 4 to 4. The legislature, they ranked $75,000 car. What a shame. What a shame. But we'll deal with it. Friend or no friend, we'll deal with it. If they don't do the right thing, friend or no friend, because when last I had not talked to some of my friends to help me, nothing. I don't need help. So I don't have to depend on the friendship. We will be truthful. Liberia must get out of this mess. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. We will sit right here, right in the platform. The red thing behind me. The red thing here. The red bowl behind me. That don't break out. You see my hand going smaller. Okay. We will stay right here on this platform. You got young people graduating from the university, engineering degree. They got no job. They all pack in the data. When you go to public work, all of these young graduates, they are public work. They got no job. Some of the older engineers, they go and open some engineering firm, hire these people. For you to even get them contract, you want kickback. If the person get you kickback, you're not going to get a contract. That the contract is supposed to get and fee and make the young man who's working for you to be able to get paid. How much are they getting paid? Some of them, $300 a month. But when time comes for you to pay the company that you get contracts, you don't even pay them. You don't want to pay them. What kind of wicked, you people must say, the new group that come into public work, if you follow the footsteps, because I know it now, I know your secret, I will bust your secret right here on this platform. We're here. We're here. What kind of business? What kind of business? Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I went to do my presentation today. I got tears in my eye. Because I know these things, I can do them. It's not about the money. Where you get to pay me? If I say, yeah, I want to join Liberia, you got money to pay me? Even if I want to be a consultant, you got money to pay me? You know what I mean? It's not about the money. But if you do it right and you have a role from Ganta. Most of the Liberians that are from the Ganta, Banga, that highway belt, they're here in the United States. They're doing well because they're saving. Family members say, well, it's okay, go to Monreal, take some thing, go start a business. That person can go to Monreal, go run a little bit and come back, and you support that person 200, 300, 400, 500, 1,000. It doesn't matter. The person can do their business and they can go up and down. They got roll. But I can't do that kind of thing in Total. For somebody to leave Total and come to Ganta, it takes them almost 3 days. For what? For what reason? And those that got money, that's how wicked they are. Those that got money, they fly. What happened with the people that don't have money? Because you got money, you're able to fly. What happened with those that don't have the money? Why are you flying? If you know you're a good senator, if you know you're a good person, why are you flying? Drive and spend the same time on the road that the ordinary person will spend. Just sit down there, just corrupt. I will sit here. I don't have to be in Liberia and open my mouth. Why I'm not going to open my mouth? I've been here now going to almost 2 hours. You not hear me talk about money business? The finances of Republic of Liberia. Not that it's not challenge, but I don't know much about it. I'm not going to sit here and talk about the finance administrative. I don't know anything about it. I'm going to come run my mouth. I'm not going to do that. This is the area that I know. And as a president, soon to be President Waka said, roll, roll, roll. If they're serious, and President Waka, I will repeat this story again. Samson told, Cosmic Toby. Oh, Mr. Toll, yeah, thank you for that information. I said, you sure? He said, yeah. The minister coming here tonight, tomorrow, to talk to the president. I will make sure, because I wanted to get my hand on the Rawa fee. At that time, they ain't started anything. I wanted to get my hand on their design so that I can make some suggestions how to do the construction, because the design was done. You got people in Italy, you got people in Japan, you got people in Korea that do your design in Liberia. They don't live there. They don't live there. They have no connection with the community that's going to be utilizing the facility. What are they going to do? They send people from Korea fly over there, look at the place, okay, they just take notes and they go back. You think they are genius like Albert Einstein? If any taking notes, they go back. Some of them, the other thing was like that. We all do that. We all do that. And that's why when I go on site visit, I take a lot of pictures. But even with all these pictures, there will be certain things that I will need. I can't get it. And then I start doing, I think it's like, though, maybe let me help it. That's also maybe business. What kind of business is it? Then if they finish, then the construction process, you bring foreigners to do construction. But I don't blame you, because the Liberian people, they lie so much. The representative, and 4 or 5 of them put together, then they say they want contract. Of course, they're representative. So they get the Minister of Public Works, give them contract. They got no machine. They got no equipment. None whatsoever. They don't even have the manpower. Then they turn around and get them half of it back to the minister. What kind of thievery is that? They got outstanding contract right now. You can't see anything. On a book, there's a contract. Go to this other company. You call the company right now. You go investigate. Go look at the company. They don't even have a yard to park their equipment. They don't even have the equipment. They don't even have trucks. Construction truck, they don't have it. But they're a construction company. They get thousands and thousands of dollars, Liberian people money, stealing left and right. You expect for people to sit down here for you to continue to do that. Thanks to LPR for giving us the opportunity. We will bring these things to light. I don't have to have a bunch of documents coming to me because I was there. I saw what you were doing. I know where you're there. The few things that I saw you there, I know that what you do all the time, because you're not doing it, you're not going to do it before me. The few things I saw what you're doing, I know you're doing all the time. I will bring it up. The only thing I'm not going to do, I'm not going to call your Neo. That I'm not going to do. But I will say, and you know I know it, And since you know I know, you know I'm talking about you. That's good enough. Liberia. We're on there, my people. We're on there. So the question that I have is, why the panelists did not show up here tonight? I will ask them tomorrow. All of them, they must say, may play on the platform tomorrow. Mr. To, Mr. So with to you get that. All of them. Sese and myself may plow. Terry and myself may plow. Emo job part our job. Male part our job. Sister Kotu and myself may plow. Mr. So part our job. So I'll be ready for them tomorrow. They will block me. They will tell me, say, go tomorrow, I'll make plow with them. What did I on my show? What did I on my show? They think I'm able to talk for 2 hours. I can talk for 2 hours. I got a lot of material to talk about for 2 hours. You not see me drink water, sir? No. Okay. So you think I'm able to talk? I can talk. No, but I'm very serious now. These are things that are very bad for our people. We will be on it. Let me tell you a secret. Some of us, and you might not believe it, but I will say it anyway. Some of us sacrifice our career for Liberia. There are those that started with us here in the state of California, just as smart as we are. They move up. But people like me, I refuse, because here's the thing. If you become a manager, you're removed from the design aspect. And this design business, use it or use it or lose it. Because every other week, the testing, they're not waiting for you. New information about design comes in. And you will not be able to understand it until you do it yourself. So if you're a manager, you're just chasing money. That's not what I want. I want to do this. So when I'm talking about the design aspect, until I can help my people back home, I will continue to do it. Where I want. That $1 million, I want to be rich. So anyway, time to leave. Let me leave this where were you guys. Many of you that have been watching will say thank you. Thank you very much for tuning into Liberian Public Radio. It's been a wonderful, wonderful show. Thank you very much. Thank you for all that you have done tonight. All of your comment, we appreciate it. That's what we do here on Liberian Public Radio. We have the ability to talk for 1 or 2 hours. We don't need Tabata to carry on. We can carry our own Tabata. So, okay. So, once again, I want to thank all of you. I don't know why am I not. Okay. So let me do this here. This is Samson Tour, Liberian Public Radio. I'll be back again with Mr. Soul tomorrow, and we'll have some serious discussion. Before I leave, I wanted to talk about something else, but I thought to myself, I talked about it yesterday. It was very painful. It was very painful to watch, but I would talk about it another time. So Monday or Tuesday, whatever, I will be having Monday, Tuesday, or Thursday, one of those days. I don't know for sure, but I will be having electrical engineer who is much, much more knowledgeable with respect to electricity and the supply aspect of the electricity power to various community in Liberia. And he will be able to lecture us and tell us what is happening with respect to that. And hopefully, my own son, Sese Goya, will join. And because he's not a smart young man, there's no question that he's very smart. Very smart. You know, some people, they're so smart that you can see the smartness steam out of their hair. As soon as they sit down, you can see it buffing up. You can, he said, they want too smart. You can see the steam, smartness steam coming off of it. So that's the same thing with Sese Goya. But I really love to have him on here, including Terry. All of the people I love to have them, except for the two People, they myself will be on it again tomorrow. The two conservative, that their conservative idea, they myself will be on it tomorrow. It's no joke. No joke. No joke. Liberal Public Radio is not a place for your conservative idea. Liberal Public Radio is a liberal program. It's a liberal radio station. So when you come here, you have to be a liberal. You can't come here and be a conservative and you expect the liberal to get along with you. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. I'm a liberal. I'm not here to do kumbaya here with conservative group. So I'll be here on them with them. They want to push me out. They want to they're not going to push me. I'm not getting nowhere. I'm not going anywhere. Jesus Christ is with me. I'm not going anywhere. So anyway, let me leave you. I've run my mouth tonight, big time. But it's just sad. It's very sad that on a very serious note, that we can do these things for other people, other communities, and they're happy, very happy. In fact, I've been invited, well, not me alone, the Congolese. I will bring Congolese on here on Thursday as well. And you will hear some of the things he and I have been doing. We'll talk about it. And our collaboration we work well together. We work well together. And he will tell you some of the things that I do. But we help communities around here. We get paid, don't get me wrong. We get paid. But those are projects that will last for a long, long time. Whatever investment they invest in us, it's more than what we're giving. I mean, it's less than what we're giving back. And so when I called him today, he and I were talking, he was really angry. When I told him, oh, you're on the air, he was really angry. He's like, he started talking about Africa. You know, he was really angry. Why you guys can't put yourself together so some of us will be able to come and help? But because of a crocodile business, we're not able to come in because we're not going to join you. So well, I'm not alone. Yeah, and Liberia is not. This is not unique to Liberia either. Okay, well, over time, I want to thank all of you again tonight. Thank you very much, Mr. So. Thank you. We appreciate for watching. We appreciate it. But you and I, for tomorrow. Samson told the Liberian is saying good night to all of you. Good night, folks. Been a wonderful, wonderful evening. When we do these things, when we make these statements, we're not doing it from a position of hate, but from a position of love for our country. It is not about individual. Because it's a very shameful business. For me, the big shot that came to attend my presentation, man, somebody from Town. And these people, big shot. Some of them next to the governor to come and listen to my presentation today. Why I can't do this? And people say, well, why you can't go home? Go home where? I go home, they will not even give me the time of day. You think I come and go home and run after people until my shoe heals? Man, I beg you. Let me leave it as that. Samson told Liberia Public Radio. I will say good night to all of you. Let's meet here again tomorrow on Mr. Soul Show. I believe it's Freedom Watch. Freedom. You see, this is what Mr. Soul does. On Freedom Watch, he wants to restrict my movement. I want to dance up on Freedom Watch. Freedom Watch. But he wants to restrict me from dancing. He said, I will not dance. Tomorrow, I will challenge his Freedom Watch. If he truly believes in freedom of movement, freedom of association, I will challenge him tomorrow. On Freedom Watch, then he said, I will not dance. We will see. Samson told folks. Thank you very much. And we'll say good night to all of you. It's been a wonderful, wonderful evening. Good night, folks.
Le père au Trouvignon. Cadeau. Baïmaoa. Ablenyoa. En soit tout le pays Ablenyoa. Moi, na Kai. Faut de siate de Sébi. Susu. Je vais essayer avec toi.
I don't want to see you, so I think I will. Oh, shit, I'm over where I came to you. I think you're better where I came to you. I think you're better where I came to you. I am about to come here where I came to you. I think you're better where I came to you. You got no idea where I came to you. Oh, then you come. Yes, I see the wild. And the wild, where are the wild? I believe myself in this year where are the wild. Not another cry, you say, sit away.